Welcome to the Gold Coast Innovation Hub. Today we're meeting with one of our members from Farm to Market with Jordan Pearce. Hey Jordan.
Hi Ksenia, how are you?
Good. So tell us a little bit more, Jordan, about your business because it's very exciting. Jordan has actually recently had an amazing exposure on Channel 7 because you're about to launch, and we'd love to hear more about it.
So we're an online food marketplace, and we recently launched called Farm to Market. And we've recently had a bit of exposure through Channel 7 and other media outlets because we've just launched the platform. So basically, Farm to Market is an online food marketplace that replicates kind of what you would get at a farmer's market. So you would be able to see products that are available in and around your area. So the farmers or other types of products that have been produced in and around your area. So,
how did you come up with the idea?
I have a little bit of a background in IT, and I also have family that are farmers and everything as well. And I've always had a passion for food and fresh produce, and really eating food that's good for me, but that tastes really good. So I was, when I moved up to the Gold Coast, I was looking around to get more fresher produce, and it wasn't that available. The farmers markets that we have here are great, but there's obviously limited supply, and they're only open for a couple of hours a week.
Weekends.
So, I really was looking for another website or another platform that I would be able to purchase the same sort of stuff outside of those farm to market or farmers market hours. And there wasn't really anything available. So, I was working for the Queensland government at the time, and thought, this is a perfect time for me to kind of step away and try and do something new and something for myself.
What point of your business, I guess where the business was, what you actually quit your job?
I really, I was working on the idea and how I would create the technology in hours after work. But I was lucky enough. My wife said to me that I could take some time off and really focus on Farm to Market, which allowed us to kind of grow the initial stages of the platform, and and eventually now we've got it to the point where we're making sales to customers and fulfilling that dream. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
What was the most challenging things in your business that you had to overcome, and I guess that you've learned the most?
I think I definitely had an understanding of technology, but the whole e-commerce side of things, and how customers interact with a website like that, particularly a marketplace platform. So because we're selling to both farmers and customers, getting that balance was quite difficult to find. So, and as well, we had to, we've got nothing to sell, so we had to find vendors first, and then vendors want to know how many customers do you have. So it is a double-edged sword, really, and we just had to work through that process to get to this point. So now we have about 65 vendors on the platform, and through our marketing drive that we've had over the last about a month, we've now got about 5,000 customers on the platform.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is that the milestones you celebrated?
Yeah, but there's always new milestones that you set. But yeah, that definitely was a great achievement through the marketing that we went through. That we were able to get so many people. Well, it's great to know that there were so many people that would be interested in our platform
and want to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. And Jordan, what's your next thing? What are you working on at the moment?
So the next thing is really adding more and more farmers and vendors to the platform, particularly with a lot of the response our customers are looking for more and more fresh produce. So we're in the process of identifying and adding new vendors in a wider region outside of the Gold Coast and into Brisbane and even up to the Sunshine Coast. And we're also getting response from New South Wales and Victoria. So we're also starting to talk to vendors and farmers in those areas too. Great.
So what's your big audacious goal?
I think if we could get 1,000 orders a week, that's kind of the goal that we're aiming for at the moment. So if we can do that by the end of the year or the start of next year, I think that would be great. I think that would mean that we can successfully pay for all the staff and everything like that, and really put us on a trajectory to grow. So,
Jordan, what's your, I guess, to balance the personal life and the business life, what would be your non-negotiables around your personal life?
I don't know if I necessarily have very many at the moment.
Yeah.
I think when you're starting a business, you really have to put a lot of other things on hold. I think you have to make time to be able to exercise and to be able to have energy to bring it back to work. But I think your priorities really have to be in your business to make something like this grow. So, I'm not sure if I necessarily have anything that I have to do outside of the business at the moment.
And what keeps you going in these moments where you feel a bit like, giving so much to your business, and then in the tough moments, for example, challenges with software or something, what keeps you going, or what kind of things do you go back to? Would it be some, books, readers, authors, or your why? What is it that pushes you?
Yeah, I think I continue to look at other successful leaders and how they've achieved in their businesses. There's recently been a documentary on Bill Gates, which is really inspiring about how he dedicates himself to his work, and I think really you've got to have the passion for what you're trying to achieve. So I really want to be able to support farmers, and I feel like I want to be able to give something back. So I feel like you really have to have that drive in you to be able to put in 14 hours a day with not really anything giving back at the moment, to kind of keep you going on a daily basis, and have an end goal, like and have a large goal, and then set small goals, like weekly goals or monthly goals, and I think that's the best way to get through it, and have a good support network.
And Jordan, how do you prioritize your time around all areas of the business and plus your personal life as well? Like, what are the priorities for the day, or how do you go through that process?
Well, I wing it a lot, but if I feel like I'm getting off track a little bit and I need to really focus on particular tasks, I always keep a notebook, a to-do list every day. I think that's the best way to kind of create some priorities, your daily priorities, your weekly priorities, and then end goals. And there's always your goals are changing and modifying every so often, because you have to be a little bit flexible with a startup company, and because there's certain areas that you don't necessarily have control over that you have to just wait to have happen, like software development and things like that. Particularly our platform is fundamentally supported by a technology, and some things take a long time to develop that seem quite simple, and some things are easy to get sorted really quickly. So sometimes you just don't have control of things, and you just got to roll with the punches.
And why did you decide to become a member for the Gold Coast Innovation Hub?
I I basically found the Gold Coast Innovation Hub when I was coming up with the idea. So I think, and it just fit in with what I was doing. I was living only a couple of kilometres away from here, and there's just nothing like this on the Gold Coast. So to be in an office with like-minded people, and it just provides so much other benefit, because you're in it in the same, so you'll be able to share a lot of the same stories, and you're in the same kind of startup mode and crazy lifestyle than a lot of the people that are here. So yeah, it's great to be able to share that, because people outside of the startup community, they just don't understand.
No.
So yeah.
And what would be three words that you would describe the Gold Coast Innovation Hub with, or the environment here?
Always people coming and going, and so it's busy would be one of the words. People are happy and vibrant, which is great, and long hours.
Yeah. Thank you. It's so great to have you, and thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in. So please, Jordan, how can people find you?
Yeah, so you could email us at contact@farm2market.com.au, or get in contact with us through our social media at facebook.com/farm2market, or Instagram, the same.
Yeah. And thank you so much for tuning in as well. Thank you. I hope you got a lot out of this conversation. And if you'd like to become a member of the Gold Coast Innovation Hub, please come for us. You can come for a day pass, where also you can come for 5 or 10 times to visit us, and also come for a tour to check out exactly how we can help you with your business.